Hey, what's up? I know it's been a while, but I figured I'd give a budget-esque profile for Blue Eyes. Let's just get into it. So I run 3 Sage with Eyes of Blue. It's one of the best starters. We run 3 Maiden of White, probably the second best starter. I've honestly learned nobody can really hand trap you out of getting True Light on the field unless they have Ghost Ogre. So Maiden of White is honestly really good for that. And then 3 Neo Kaiser. I know a lot of people don't really like this card, but I mean, in a budget profile, you kind of got to play it. Obviously, if you have Primite, Barrel is going to always be a better normal summon than this guy. But what Barrel doesn't do is this can also just get you a guaranteed, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Spirit of Blue Eyes or Hieratic. Because what this guy does is you link him off. You just link him off for the link one. He'll send a Blue Eyes. You'll get the thing. Uh, and I think I might be tripping actually. Oh, True Light. Yeah, True Light will just summon it back. I wasn't tripping. Never mind. True Light will just summon back the Blue Eyes from your graveyard if you have to use this guy as your main body. Um, it doesn't brick too much because of how many ways I play into getting to the link one, but obviously he's not the best. He's a situational starter, but a situational starter is better than no starter at all. So we'll keep using him. I don't even know what I was trying to say earlier. These are our one ofs. We play one white stone, a legend. This card's just kind of good. Can get you a guaranteed blue eyes on field. It's just another normal summon. Uh, we play one master. Honestly, this guy's kind of a crazy extender. Like depending on how you set up your plays, you can summon Sage, the Sage level 1 dude, twice. And his normal summon to add any level 1 light tuner is not once per turn. And this guy, he kind of helps with that because it'll recycle the one you already have. So, this guy is pretty crazy. I've only done it a few times though. But this guy is also just really good at just getting more blue eyes on field that you might need in case you have too many other bodies that just aren't a blue eyes. So, he's actually kind of cool. I think he's really underrated. And then of course the one Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Then I play 2 regular Blue Eyes. I know they're QCs. I've been getting these when they were just $20, so I knew I wanted to play this deck. I'm not a big Blue Eyes fan. I just kind of like how it plays. So why not get the old school art in QC? You know? So yeah. Then we play one of each of these. This is a pop 3 or pop 2, I should say. Comes in clutch. This one gives you an extra normal summon and a dump. And then this one is where all the magic happens. The only way to truly get rid of this card is by banishing it face down or just banishing it. I think. Actually, I think it might just be face down. Okay, so it just has to be banished. That's the only way to get rid of this. And I'm pretty sure the only deck that can do that is Malice in the meta. And then again, I think it's just a monster that they banish. So I think this is pretty safe from any of the meta threats out there right now. So yeah, it's pretty good. Play 3 wishes. I like to play 3 roar the blue eyes because if you open up your level 1 light monster of choice or tuner or whatever, and they still just keep hand trapping you and you just have that on field, you save this for last, get a blue eyes, whatever. In the budget version, I think this is just a phenomenal card. It's not a starter, but it's just one of the best extenders for this deck. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking, by the way. He's barking outside. But I think this card isn't used enough, to be honest. I think this card's insane. in the budget version at least. I haven't played too much with the Primite one to know like how their bricks are, but this card is just crazy in the budget version I'm playing. So yeah. This version you can do with mainly 3 structure decks, but there's going to be a few cards you have to buy separately, but I don't think they're too expensive. I play 3 Droll Lock in the main for one simple reason. Spellcaster, lower than level 4. It's another hand trap you can normal summon and summon Spirit of Blue Eyes with. It's kind of crazy. I know everybody likes their Effect Veiler to do it, but Droll against certain decks is just such a blowout card, and it can be a starter if you brick. It's crazy. Droll, there's always this thing with me with like Droll and Nib where I'll usually side them, or I'll only play 2. But this deck, I don't even care if I'm maining them, because this is just engine. Like, this can just become engine. So yeah, I think Droll is really crazy. And then we of course play the 3 Veiler. A little bit better than uh the other guy because it's a tuner, but just as good. Play 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 2 Talents. You can play a lot of non-engine. And we're not even done. I'm playing a very small package of something else. This is my Bystial package. I've tried 3 Aluber. It's kind of like this card benefits the deck, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of like the Talents conundrum. You want to see it, but you don't want to see it too much. Like playing 2 Talents limits your option of drawing more than 1 by so much. And just this card, I don't want to keep opening it so much. I'd rather just use it as a way to get to a Bystial. That's really all it is a way to get to a Bystial. And then again, it can also be a body. That's why I don't just play more Druis or Baldrake or whatever. Because I might need a level 8 light dragon. He just comes in handy, but you don't want to see him too much. He's only just for those hands that are already cracked and can at least help you do something. But he honestly just bricks you if you draw too much in a deck that's not like branded or something. Or isn't like solely reliant on Bystials. Because this deck isn't solely reliant. This is anti-meta, and we just have the ability to play them. They're good cards, don't get me wrong. We don't want to have our hand clogged with them, though. So that's why we play only 3 different names, and only one of the names do we run more than one of. And it's a smooth 40 card, so that's why I play those. I play 2 Spirit of White. I want to play 3. I want to play 3 of this card, but I think the extra deck's just so tight. There's one card I think I would get rid of, but I think it's just too OP against certain decks. Play 2 Spirit. I'd play this at 3-2 if I could. We play 1 Neo and 1 Tyrant. You banish your what's the card called? Wishes for Eyes of Blue to equip this onto a monster, dump it into the graveyard, and then summon this guy. A lot of people's misconception is that this is a combo deck. This is really a control deck. And this just helps out so much. This is basically like once your opponent even tries to interact with your board, you break theirs. That's kind of how you got to think of it. You want them to come to you, not you come to them. So, there we go. We play 2 Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit. I play Shen Shen and Lightstorm. If I had to get rid of anything, it'd be these. But the thing is that these are such blowout cards against these certain rogue decks that honestly could KO you. Because this is also mid-range. You can be as good as you want, but a mid-range deck can always lose to a mid-range. It's very common. So we still need to have kind of those blowouts just in case. This will get rid of back row decks. This one will get rid of stuff like tier, whatever. I know tier's not relevant, but you get what I mean. Any deck that uses the graveyard, this will take care of it. For lengths, I play the 1 Hieratic Seal and SP Little Knight. I know a lot of people like to run IP, but I'm actually kind of starting to not use IP in that many decks that I run SP in, because most decks just have a way to get to at least one extra deck monster so quick. It's just you're kind of clogging up your extra deck by running IP. But like a banish on your opponent's side is still a banish. So that's why we run IP or SP. You could cut this though. Actually, you could cut this. I play one Indigo. Now hear me out. If a deck puts up a board without just hard omnis or something, or they just don't play too much interaction, this card this card's so good. Oh my god. If they don't know what you're up to, like why is he going for a rank 8? And you go into this rank 8, their whole board's negated. You got hand traps still in your hand, you better hope so. Like this card is so good. It's don't get me wrong, it's situational, but the situations that it's used in make it just that good. And the fact that it can also OTK your opponent if they don't summon. Like if you're able to hand trap your opponent, this is the card that would just get you that quick game win without even having to play into Nibiru. It's so good. And then for some two other ones, I just play Chaos Angel and Dispatter to play with the bystials. You also don't need these. I can't go anywhere without these guys in a bystial deck. I don't know why. I just need them. I can't live without them. They're just too good. And in some situations, these are honestly what can make the Blue Eyes deck even better. Just the hands where you're able to get one of these guys out just make it so much better. But yeah, that's kind of my deck list. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you again next time.